Every gift, every tool, every skill that you could possibly need is already within you. Awareness, all that it does is make it visible. See, the number one thing that I've come across with self-help and all of these topics, as I was someone supremely immersed in this, is about do this to train your speaking. Do this to train your neurons. Do this to train your brain. And sure, everything can help to an extent. The thing is, people lose sight of what matters. And that is that we are all predetermined with gifts already from birth. All of us. Think about it. Every gene, every person born has a certain set of chromosomes. So do people think it's random what you get, like a lottery ticket? Of course not. It's all ordained, it's all created by God. That's why there are athletes in the NBA, for example, let's say like Jamal Murray or someone in the NBA. There's a reason that they had a vision, of going to the NBA. And there's a reason that Bill Gates has a vision of the level of wealth that he got. There's a reason that the Pope has the vision to be the Pope. There's a reason, brother. We don't all have the same vision for a reason. There's some people content with a life that's viewed as, let's say, mediocre, and some who want more or less, and are all equally as content, because we are already set with those components internally. God gives us all of those things, all of them. And if I could really hammer that point, guys, don't try to be the world's best speaker if your gift is being an engineer. Don't try to be a rapper if you're meant to be a doctor, or that's what's on your mind. Don't try to be a bodybuilder if what's on your mind is to be an author. We're in a world where everyone, I need to be a millionaire like this person. No, you don't, brother. What do you want to be? What is on your mind? What is here? That's what you need to be. And for a reason it's there. For a reason it's circulating in your mind. For a reason it's always there. For a reason that's why you're always thinking about it. You and I aren't always thinking about the same things. I know that that isn't coincidence. And then you say, well, okay, I'm thinking about this. Maybe a person similar to me in the same area has the same thoughts or things going on as myself. Or this person in this case, right? But then you say, well, wait, but even theirs is different than mine. So how was I created in this way to have this exact thought or this exact vision in this exact way where they have it in that exact way? And you say, well, it comes down to the life that they had exactly created in that exact way. And then you say, well, who created it in that exact way? Oh, their parents created it. But who created it for their parents to have that way, to frame it to their kids to have it in that same exact way? Then you say, well, you're 6'9". Oh, it's genetics. It's just genetics. Like, that's all it is. It's genetics. Right, but who gave you the genetics to be 6'9"? Oh, my parents, parents. Who gave it to your parents? Oh, well, their parents. That's the key. The reason that I'm doing that is to emphasize that. You have to understand that, okay, this is already predetermined. I'm here for a mission. That's why I'm here. That's why there could have been some other child. There could have been some other person. Why me? Why do I have this vision? Why me here? Oh, out of chance, out of luck. So why is it that I'm sitting in my room right now? There's a desk in front of me, and there's a lamp right in front of me. Why is it that the lamp, for some reason, the screw hasn't fallen and it's hitting the desk and the desk is on fire, the room is on fire, and I'm dead? Why is that not the case? Because, by chance. So who determines by chance, right? You understand what I'm saying, guys? Who determines that? God. And I gave that example, and I hope all the people watching this, I feel the majority are believers, and if there are non-believers watching this, I want you to know that I love you and care about you as well. I'm giving that example for us to understand that even to logic, God comes. Logic is Logic is God, and God is logic. You get what I'm saying? So now that you know, okay, well, these gifts, these visions that I have are for a reason. It wasn't some accident. Oh, it isn't just because I played this game growing up, this exact game, when there were millions of games in the world that I could have possibly liked. And I like this game. Why did I like this one? Oh, just by chance, some numbers around me, because I grew up in this school, in this household, in this time, place, in this region. Right. So why were you in that time, place, in that region at this time? Under those circumstances, where you were maybe late one day and you met this friend and you were able to speak about this game. Why was it then, right? Why couldn't it be a different day? So I'm saying it that way, guys, so that we understand that, okay, we know God knows what's best for us. I was speaking to a pal, pardon me. I was speaking to a pal of mine about this. And it was like, okay, two things. If you're so confident in your vision, then you don't have a problem saying, God, lead me to wherever you want me to go. Because if you know that that's the truth, then you know that God will take you to that. But that's always the thing, right? Like, oh man, but what if I lose it? What if this, right? However, if it's true, it will remain. And if it isn't true, it will go away. And what is true will come to your light, will come to your mind, will come to the front of it. That is the gift. That's what you need to do. Because just like this, right? Even for my atheist people who don't believe, even LGBTQ, whatever it may be, there's a reason that being nice is looked at in a positive light and being mean is looked at in a negative light. There's a reason that is. Because think about it. If God wanted it the other way around, where mean was the good thing, everyone would be mean. And that'd be, oh, awesome, you're being mean. And if you're wrong, you're being nice. And so now that we know, okay, that's construed in a way through Christian moral values. Society is built on that. Every realm of society is built on that. Even people that don't believe aren't aware of the fact that everything in the world stems from God's initial teachings, because the world was created by God. And everything stems from the creation of God. It's just people put a name on it, oh, whatever they want to call it. Sure, brother. There's a reason that even people who don't believe, the number one thing they want to do is, let's say, be intimate or get married, because we're born and created that way. And who created us that way, brother? Why is it that my biggest inclination, bigger than even having sex or being intimate, isn't to go outside and read on a bridge? Why isn't that my driving factor? So, with that being said, now that you're aware that the vision, the thoughts that you have are different than mine, they're 100% different. We have things in common, but certain visions are different, brother. You may want to be the greatest engineer the world has ever seen. You may have a calling to be a horseback rider, and that's all you think about. And I don't. This person doesn't. So whatever that is, that's always on your mind. Because I always say this, and I was speaking to a friend about this too. There's a reason that thing is on your mind. And when you're walking across the bridge, or just in general, jumping off the train, or hitting another car, or suiciding yourself, God forbid, or doing something egregious, there's a reason that's not always on your mind. But that thing is, and there's a reason that it's there. Because if you're a believer, how do you really believe in God? Because it's easy to believe in God when everything is good, as we learned from Job. That's easy to do. You know what's hard to do? What's hard to do is to believe when you have nothing to believe in. It's hard to believe when you have nothing. It's hard to believe when you're in pain and pain and pain and pain and pain. And what your belief is telling you to do is do something that will bring more pain. That's hard to do. You know what I mean? When you're with this partner of yours and you have that thing telling you, okay, be sweet, do this one sweet thing, say this one sweet thing, and you don't do it. You keep putting it off because you're like, man, it's going to make me vulnerable. But that's exactly what God wants you to do to get the closest to Him. It's a test, brother. It's a test, brothers and sisters. to see, do you truly believe in God? Do you truly believe? Because that is how you show it. If I was to put myself, just for the sake of this argument, right, as God in this way, like, do you believe in I? That's what God is trying to tell us. That's all that God is trying to tell us, brothers and sisters. Do you believe in him? That is how you show it, is by doing those things that you're the most scared to do. I was scared just now to say that. I was scared just now to say, hey, God, I'm kind of, for this example, I'm daring to masquerade as you in this example. And I had to sit there and say, okay, God, why do you want me to do this, right? But that's all that it was another moment to see, hey, how much do you believe? Are you lukewarm or are you a real believer? And the more that you believe, the more that the vision will become clearer. When you need clarity, all that means is you need God's presence. Because when you are with God, everything will be clear, every single thing in your life. It will just open up the windows, everything around it. So that vision that you have, work on that vision. And yours and I is going to be different, but there's a reason that you have it. And if you don't accomplish that vision, the world won't be as good as it could be. Because we all need each other. Don't let the world say, oh, this person, they're super rich, they're not. Well, the super rich person needs the person who may be doing something of janitorial work to do their part. Because if they don't do their part, then that person that is buying from them and those people that are buying from them can't go and do their work because that place is dirty and they're not able to go to the place to work. And so now, due to that, there's a butterfly effect and they're not making any money. So it all comes from that, brother. Because the same way that that person needs the janitorial person needs them, because if they didn't have them, that person may not be able to pay the place that they're working at to pay them. So we all need each other. All of us do. So go in on that vision. Go in on it. The one that is in your mind that you're always thinking about. There's a reason it's there. And if you believe and you follow God, trust in God, everything will become clear and you will be exactly who it is that you're meant to be. You will arrive at exactly where you're meant to arrive and exactly when you're meant to arrive. This is your moment. God is speaking to you. Please do not hear this and go watch another video or do another thing. No, make the change now. You're extremely valuable. And tomorrow is never guaranteed. Thank you all. Love.